Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing, man? Antonelli here. Okay, today we're going to talk about what it's like to play 162 games in a major league season. Got this question from somebody online. I'm sorry, I don't remember who I got it from. I get this question a lot. And so let's talk about this. Now, for me personally, I've played in a lot more than 162 games in a season, because if you count spring training and then you count some stuff in the off season, which I've done before, I've had to do spring training, which was about 30 games. I had to do the regular season, which my longest season was minor league season, 100. How many games do you play in the minor leagues? 144, I think, 152. I don't know. It's something like that. It's one of those two numbers. A lot of games. And then I went to the Arizona Fall League after that for probably about 30 games. So that's like 200 games in a season. And just keep this in mind. I'm sure many of you already know, when you play baseball, you barely get any off days. In the big leagues, you'll get maybe like one a week usually. Sometimes you play longer than that. Maybe it's like one in like 15 days. And if you're on a really long stretch, maybe a little longer. In the minor leagues, it feels like you play every day. There's far less off days because the season is condensed. It's a 5-month season instead of a 6-month season. So you're playing every single day. One thing that we do now, not we do, I do it, and my wife Laura also does it. You know, the season will start and we're all excited. She doesn't care, but I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, baseball season's here. And then like halfway through, it'll still be baseball season, and we'll be like, can you believe it's still baseball season? It feels like they've been playing forever. And then you get to like August or September and they're still playing, and we're like, I always say, I'm like, how did I play baseball this long? Like, they've been playing every day. Like, it feels like it's been 3 years. So the baseball season is so long. It's just like a marathon. It never ends. It's like the song that never ends, for it goes on and on, my friends. I've been using that a lot in my videos. I remember, what's that called? Lamb chops, play along? No, I don't know it's not that. I don't know. I remember being in my parents' room when I got home from kindergarten, and this is the song that, that song came on, and then I fell asleep and took a nap. Anyways, so it's a long season, okay? It goes on and on and on forever. So let me give you a little bit of insight into kind of what that feels like. Let's start in the minor leagues, okay? It's the worst. Okay, video over. Thank you all for watching. People say, like, why don't you get to the point? Just get to the point. So I'm purposely trying to never get to the point in this video. But when you're in the minor leagues, it's terrible, okay? We've talked about this before. Food stinks. Hotels stink. Travel stinks. Clubhouses usually stink. Everything stinks, okay? Now, please do not take this as, oh, Matt's ungrateful that he had to play minor league baseball. I would have given an arm and a leg to play minor league baseball, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to give you some insight, because when you're playing college baseball, it's like, especially now, like the amenities are amazing. Like these guys, now I'm like the old grumpy, get off my lawn. These guys have all the good stuff and I didn't. But it is minor league or college baseball now is amazing. Like they have so many great things, clubhouses, and they have everything. Okay, I look back at Wake Forest. I just talked to the Wake Forest baseball team last week, and it was like, geez, this stuff is amazing. Yeah, you're not going to get that in the minor leagues, okay? When I flew into Eugene, Oregon the first time, I was like, you brought me to the wrong stadium, guys. I'm sorry, this isn't it. Yeah, that's it. Like, the clubhouse stunk. You didn't even want to go in the bathroom to shower. Gross. The buses were terrible. Like, the bus broke down all the time. We had no AC. Like, we couldn't get home from Vancouver. The bus trips are super long. They're 8 hours. They're 10 hours. You're always stopping at McDonald's and Taco Bell, and then you get to the hotel and you're like, I can finally sleep. Yeah, with roaches. So the hotels aren't great either. Nothing is good. And so it makes for a long season. You feel like you're sleepwalking in the minor leagues. Like, that's what I always say. You learn to play sleepwalking. You learn to drink a lot of Red Bulls. Now it's like, what, Bang Energy or something like that. So you learn to play exhausted. So many games I played, and I your eyes feel like they're, oh my God. Like, some people are gonna say, yeah, you hit like your eyes were closed in 2008, Matt. You're right, I did, okay? It's tough, you're tired. As you move up in the big or in the minor leagues, you do start taking plane flights, but it doesn't get much better because at that point you wake up at 5 a.m. because you need the first flight out and you're flying to some godforsaken city and you got to get off the plane and get on a new plane because there's no direct flights in the minor leagues. No, no, no. We're taking the cheapest flight possible. So there's connecting flights and then you get into the city and then if you're lucky you can get like an hour nap at the hotel, but usually you just have to get right on the team bus and go to the field. So it's difficult. It's a long, long season and your body always hurts. Like my body always hurt. Now, could I have taken better care of it? Yeah, probably. I should have stretched more. You know, maybe I should have done yoga, maybe some meditation or something. Maybe I should have eaten better. A lot of things that I didn't do that, you know, I say like, oh, if I went back to then and I knew what I knew now, that's the saying something like that. I would have done things so much differently. I would have eaten better and I would have stretched and I would have done all that stuff. Yeah, it's so easy to say, oh, you know, if I only knew then what I know now, I'd do it. Yeah, maybe you would have. You would have known what to do. Would you have done it? You know, I'm sure I would have been like, yeah, I should eat like blueberries and bananas right now, but I want a Big Mac with a 10-piece nugget and a large fry, and I'd supersize it if they still did that. So, yeah, my diet wasn't the best, and that could have been an issue. I should have probably taken better care of myself. But regardless, even if you do take care of yourself, you're gonna hurt. Like it's gonna hurt. That's why back in the day, everybody took greenies, right? Greenies would like get you up for the game, and a lot of guys took steroids because steroids made your body feel better. And when I was playing, it was like a lot of guys took Adderall, and I never did any of that stuff. Maybe I should have. I'm just kidding. Don't take drugs, okay? Don't do it. It's not worth it. But that's what a lot of guys end up doing because the season is so long. Now, in the minor leagues, there were no greenies or anything like that because they don't really care about you. In the minor leagues, they're giving you peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, okay? But now let's go to the big leagues. So the big leagues is different. Now, I'm not saying it's great. Like, your body's still going to hurt. It's still a long season. I don't know how Cal Ripken did what he did. Like, that's the most amazing record I've ever seen in my life. But in the major leagues at least, like you have like a chiropractor that's there. You have a masseuse. You know, you have a bunch of trainers. You fly on great planes right after the game. You stay in the best hotels. You have tons of money, so you can eat like literally whatever you want. I probably still ate McDonald's, but you can literally eat whatever you want. The clubhouses are typically amazing. You don't play in as many games, and so there's a lot of stuff that allows you to feel better. But please don't fool yourself. It is difficult to do something over and over again every single day for 6 to 8 months, again, if you count spring training. You have to also add into that, there's a lot of stress. You need to do really well. And so, you know, seasons that you're doing well, like your body might hurt, but you're like, well, I'm hitting really well, so I get through it. Seasons where you're hitting like 170, I know not many people do that, but I did. You know, it's like every time you move, you're like, oh, my back, oh, my calf, oh, my foot hurts, oh, my wrist is going to fall off, and oh, I'm 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. Could it get any worse? And that's when you sit at your locker after the game, and everyone else is showering and getting, you know, they're going to go out and eat. And I just sat like this. I just sat like that for like sometimes for a long time. Sometimes I want to just stay there. And Laura used to always yell at me. She's like, why are you the last one out of the clubhouse every night? And I'm like, because I'm depressed. I'm 0 for 40, okay? I don't want to move. I want to just sit here and drown in my sorrows. And that's what I did. So it's a difficult, it's not easy to play 162. Now, again, I'll preface it. No, I'm not going to preface it. I'm just going to tell you. When you're making a lot of money, right? Like you're making 10 million, 1 million, you know, even 700,000, like, again, your body feels a little bit better. When you're in the minor leagues making 1,200 a month and you're like poor, which a lot of players were, thank God I got a nice signing bonus, your body feels even worse because you have no money and you're stressing out about that. And you think, you know, I might get cut, or maybe I want to get cut so I can go to the real world and make more than $3.50 an hour. So there's a lot that goes into it. And I know I'm a little scatterbrained here, but hopefully that helps give a little bit of insight into what an actual season looks like. And when the season finishes, at least for me, it feels tremendous to finally rest and get a, I used to take a week or two off before I got back into working on stuff because you need it. You need it mentally, you need it physically, emotionally, all those things. So hopefully that helps you out. Let me know if you have any more questions in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. We'll talk to you later. If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about building the elite swing, check out our new course. We have over 2 hours of content, almost 30 hitting drills. We break down the exact mechanics that you're going to want to implement into your swing. I've put the link in the description if you want to go check it out.